Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 8 of NFL Europe. And we're going to start off our first matchup with Berlin versus Frankfurt. And we start with Berlin scoring only 3 points in their first drive. Frankfurt doesn't do anything with their drive, so Berlin gets the ball back. Blair trying to throw delayed Parrish, but he gets bucked back, and it hits off his backside and it gets intercepted. The first of many for Kalen Blair in this game, but Jean Baptiste just does his work, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone. What a score from him. Let's see that one again. Just look at that juke, double cut move, shakes him off his boots, and then gets a man over him, and he gets a touchdown there. What a score there. They get the ball back once again because Blair and company just can't get anything going on offense in another drive. They score there, touchdown, a big touchdown there, and it gives them an 11-point advantage. Scores again. Blair takes another snap. He's holding it back way too long, and he gets sacked on that play. Can't do anything on that drive, and they're going to have to go back to the drawing books on that one. On this play, Dimitri Small hands it off to Jamison Jean Baptiste, and he gets a big run, getting about 20 yards on that play. On this one, they do a play fake, drops it right off to Shut, breaks a big tackle with the truck stick, and the fullback gets a big score. See this one again. Dimitri Small has some time, throws it right to his fullback. Soft hands, gets the catch, breaks a tackle, just runs that man over, and the Galaxy now up 21-3. Blair dropping back to pass once again, throws it, tipped away, almost picked off on that one, and they will have to give the ball back to Frankfurt. Small taking too long, throws an errant pass, and it goes right to Archer on that one. Bad throw by him, but Blair responds back with a pick of his own, and it gives it right to Mays on a lame duck throw there. Just a bad day for that MVP candidate that we just praised last week. Small throws it right to Shut once again, and this time he gets another score just like last time. One off the flat. Small throws it right to his fullback, and he gets a big score there. And now you can tell the fans are seeing it. Everybody's loving it. It's a blowout, folks. Blair dropping back to pass once again. Throws it, and it was an obvious pick there by Wilson. Another pick from the MVP candidate, and I don't think he's been an MVP in this game. Baptiste finishes off the drive, a short drive there, giving it right to his running back, and he gets another touchdown to add on to his resume. Blair this time getting another shot, dropping back, throws it right into Steele, and another pick, yet another pick. Throws it right into coverage, right in front of the linebacker. They just run down the clock there, as it is just a blowout ball game, so they kick a field goal there. Blair giving it one more chance, dropping back. He drops back too far, and he tries to scramble out of it, and he takes another sack. Looking for someone to blame, but there's only one person to blame, and that's yourself. And Jean Baptiste caps off the big blowout with another score. Another big touchdown for him. And they score, and they pretty much end the game there with a 45-3 victory. Blair couldn't get it done today. 4 INTs, 158 yards with a pathetic 24 rating. Dimitri Small, though, gets 3 touchdowns and 209 yards on the day. Jean Baptiste has another great day with 3 touchdowns and 134 yards. And in the meantime, Joel Steele gets an INT, Mays gets an INT, Garcia gets an INT, and Wilson gets an INT to get them back into the standings at 3-4. The second game is 2 3-3 teams trying to get up on those standings as the Claymores take on the Fire, and the Claymores get down the field but just can't cap it off with a touchdown. They get a field goal there, 3-0, And an errant throw there by Mars Mazanin, but he gets bailed out by a defensive pass interference call. Very controversial, but they get the call anyway. And they end up capitalizing on that as they go down the field once again and get a quick score. Mazanin dropping back, throws off balance throw to Jennings, but he gets the score anyway. Big score there, and it makes it a 73 ball game. Grant dropping back, looking for his man Seth Bynum, and he's wide open, man. This young star, man, he is really good. Mazanin dropping back, looking, throws off of his back foot on the side, and he was looking for Hastings, and he got the wrong guy there. That was a pick, and that was a clean pick as well. Throws it right to Hasty is Connor Grant, man. Connor Grant, man, he is having one hell of a season. He's not getting those big stats this season, but he is definitely looking accurate out there. And speaking of accurate, Mars Mazanin throws a nice throw over the linebacker to get his tight end, Stewart, I believe that was, to get a touchdown. He's not done yet. Here's J.R. Cohen, man, the rookie sensation himself, man, breaking the tackle himself, going down the field inside the 40, trying to get a score there for the Rhein Fire. 17-14 is the score there, and Abron, the backup running back for J.R. Cohen, gets in and finishes off that drive. Connor Grant dropping back, giving it to Seth Bynum, his number one guy, as they drove down the field, a long drive as well, to get the touchdown. And not to be overturned here, overruled, you know what I'm saying, outplayed, is the Rhein Fire. They went down there and they got a long drive as well in the fourth quarter. This was a tight one in the fourth quarter, but here they come. Connor Grant in the squad. Here they go. Dropping back, throws a high ball, should have been picked off. Oh, it's tipped, and it's a fourth down there. They decide to punt the ball off, but that was a bad decision, as J.R. Cohen goes all the way down the field and basically ends the game. And they go out of here. They get out of here with a 28-24 victory. As we take a look at the stats here, Mars Mazanin, he played a very good game there. 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. Then J.R. Cohen claps back with a 100-yard game himself. He really needed that. Connor Grant, man, is he playing out of his mind right now? 3 touchdowns for him. And Seth Bynum also playing out of his mind. 93 yards, 7 receptions, and a touchdown. They definitely needed this win, but maybe next time the Rhein Fire goes 4-3. Week 8 continues with Barcelona coming down to London to take on the Monarchs here. Ortega having a good drive so far in this first quarter, and he gives a contested Wilson a shot, and he scores a big touchdown there. Wilson looked like he was covered there, but gets open at the last second and gets a score. Big touchdown from him. Van Dexter here dropping back, but he gets swamped immediately, and that's the first of many sacks for him today. 2 drives later, he gets sacked once again. It seems like he's just having a bad day, but Van Dexter finally getting the break as he finds separation from De Los Santos, and he gets a big catch on another drive there. Good job there by Miguel De Los Santos. And Dexter dropping back again, throws it right to Boone, and he gets the perfect block in to waltz into the end zone for a TD. That's exactly what they needed, and they tied the game up here at 7. Barcelona finally responds back with a field goal, making it 10-7 there after about 3-4 drives of scoreless games here. Van Dexter dropping back, looking, but he takes too much time, and that's going to take us to the halftime at 10-7 with a big sack there, a little bit of momentum coming out of that half. But Van Dexter comes back, gives it right to Carey. A risky throw there, but gives it right to him. Going down the field here, Van Dexter dropping back, rolling to the left, looking, throws it to De Los Santos. He gets open, and he scores a touchdown there. Patient by Van Dexter there, as he gives it to his right man. Ortega dropping back. We haven't seen a clip from him in a little bit, but throws it right to Rocco Fannin as he gets a beautiful throw right to his speedster wide receiver, who is severely underrated in this league. Van Dexter trying to respond here, dropping back, but he gets sacked once again. And like I said before, he's going to get sacked a lot here, and that is just one of them. Van Dexter once again dropping back, throws it to Platt. Dwayne Platt makes a move and just gets the first down after a third and very, very long there. Keeps the drive alive. 2nd and 2, dropping back, gives it to Stevens, and once again Stevens has a good lane. Another great screenplay, and he gets it all the way inside the 10. Van Dexter at the start of the 4th quarter to give it to Dwayne Platt, and he gets a nice touchdown there to finally take the lead back once again. Very tight one here in this 4th quarter here. Ortega dropping back, looking. He has Fannin wide open, throws it ahead, and Rocco Fannin, man, an elite player as he gets his 2nd touchdown of the game after 4 receptions on the game here. And Dexter dropping back, takes a big hit, but Dwayne Platt gets the ball, and his speed is nearly unmatched there as he gets a big run after the catch and getting them almost inside the 10 at the 11. Van Dexter dropping back. He's got White, the backup running back, and he gets a touchdown there. Big score there to get them back the lead, and it was a very, very explosive 4th quarter after a very, very dull first half. Ortega with 2 minutes left in the game trying to score here, throws it off the back foot and right into Vance's hands. And this one almost looks pretty much over with, but they do have some timeouts, so they're going to expend those timeouts and give them a shot. A 32-yard field goal attempt by Flanagan, and it still makes it an 8-point game. So they still have a slim chance here. They get good field position after the kick. Ortega throws the ball, and it looks like the game is over, but there's a pass interference that brings them all the way up to the 16-yard line, which means that they have one final shot at it. The fans don't like it. A lot of the players didn't like it either, except for Ortega. He throws it right down the middle to Whitaker, but it gets tipped away, and that one ends the game. What a phenomenal matchup that was, with Dave Ortega getting 299 yards with 3 touchdowns, easily one of his best games. Rocco Fannin, he was a stud there, 152 yards and 5 receptions. 5 separate sacks from 5 different linemen. And Jamie Van Dexter getting 3 touchdowns there with 289 yards to cap off a big victory to get them higher in the standings. So our game of the week here, our last game of the night, Cologne versus Hamburg here. And an odd start to this game. Now this is the opening kickoff here, and Brickley does get the return, but he drops the ball, clearly a fumble there, and Tinsley picks it up and returns it for a touchdown. So easily 6 points there. No offense or defense has had to come out for Cologne, who's trying to get that first place spot. After a long drive, a long 52-yard field goal there by LaMarcus Dockett, he gets another big-time field goal to get them up 7-3. To get them at 7-3. But Vasco Laurent, man, easily one of the best players on the field today, as he gets one of the first few fade touchdowns of the day. Easily a big score there. Billy Hendrickson throws it right to, I believe that was Mainter, who got caught up. There was a lot of guys caught up in the crosshairs there. But Mainter, a perfect throw by Billy Hendrickson too. Gives it to him and he scores. Hendrickson throws it right to Pope, and Pope is off to the races inside the 40. Getting into enemy territory here. Not trying to be outdone here today. Hendrickson drives back, but he gets sacked once again, and he's injured. He's not going to be injured for long though. Fife only comes in for a couple plays. He shakes it off. But they get a field goal there, and it's 13-14. Hastings dropping back again. Looking. Throws it to Laurent. It's intercepted by Brickley, who redeems himself after fumbling the opening kickoff. Hendrickson dropping back. Once again. Looking. Taking too darn long, and he gets sacked again. That's how he got injured last time. They can't capitalize on it, and they might have to kick a field goal. They do. LaMarcus Dockett, easy one. He hit one from 52. He can easily hit one from 22. Hastings looking for Laurent again. Guess what? A fade route. They can't beat him. Laurent scores an easy touchdown over Brickley. He was getting work today. He did get an INT over him. But man, was Laurent besting him today. A couple plays later, and guess what? Another fade route from Vasco Laurent, man. 3 touchdowns out of 3 fade routes. Man, Brickley was getting cooked today. I don't think an interception could have saved him there. That was just another big one there. Hendrickson looking back. Oh, and he gets sacked again. Another sack for Billy Hendrickson, holding on to the ball too long. 4th and 3 here. It's getting down to the wire. They have to go for it. They throw it, and it is picked off by Brown. Henderson does make it up by getting the tackle. That's basically almost all she wrote there. 28-16 is the score. Hendrickson giving it to Jameer Williams after a couple drives later. He goes all the way down the field, and no, he will not get stopped. He's going to score. If Billy can't score, guess what? Jameer Williams will. 28-23 on a 4th and 5. A questionable call there by Hastings, but he takes the run, he tucks it in, and he gets the first down, which ends the game early, 28-23. They did end up getting a field goal at the end, so it was 31-23. Tyrone Hastings with 3 touchdowns, and all 3 of them going to guess who? Vasco Laurent, who got 3 fade touchdowns. He was definitely the player of the game here, and a big W for the Cologne Centurions, who take first place and go to 7-1. Starting with the standings here, it is now clearly Cologne's ball game. 7-1 now, with Admirals having a bye week. They are still 6-1 in second place. We got a tie for third place here. Rhein and the Monarchs both getting their win this week, 4-3. The Claymores, Galaxy, Thunder are all now tied for 4th place at 3-4. They're going to be fighting for that 4th place spot as we get into the tail end of the playoffs here, or at the second half of the playoffs. And Barcelona and Hamburg both have to fight for their spots here if they want to get up here in the playoffs. Looking at the passing standings right here for our players here, Tyrone Hastings looking sharp. 24 touchdowns, 9 INTs, and just under 2,000 yards. He's looking like one of our clear-cut favorites for QB of the year. Kalen Blair with 4 picks today, making it 12 interceptions. I believe he has the most now with 22 touchdowns and a 96 rating. Connor Grant looking sharp, man. He's definitely trying to fight for that, at least a quarterback of the year, with a 120 rating, 16 touchdowns, and 4 INTs. Definitely almost mistake-free. Dave Ortega, he had a great game today with 3 touchdowns, boosting up his record, 13-9. You have the other quarterbacks down here. Jamie Van Dexter still looking clean here. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Billy Hendrickson, only a quarterback that's negative right now. Right now, looking strong. For the rushing, we got Hunter McFarland clearly out here on top. 12 touchdowns, 774 yards. Still on top. J.R. Cohen, 9 touchdowns. Jameer Williams, 8 touchdowns, 584 yards. Jameson Jean-Baptiste with 9 touchdowns and 538 yards. Dwayne Platt with another touchdown on his resume. Tyrone Hastings, you can add extra 2 touchdowns to his resume of 24. He has 26 in total, 218 yards. Receiving, we got Vasco Laurent with the 3 touchdown game today. It finally takes him on top over Larry Parrish with 10 touchdowns and 418 yards. Larry Parrish still up there with 8 touchdowns and 571 yards. He definitely would have got up there if he got one today, but he didn't get a lot of receiving. Rocco Fannin, man, underrated. Only 21 receptions, but with 7 touchdowns. That means that out of 1 every 3 catches, he gets a touchdown. That's pretty extraordinary for a receiver. 602 yards for him. And he look, yes, he's definitely our clear-cut receiving yards leader. Still on top is Perez with interceptions here. Osbury, we still got our same guys here. Sacks, we still got LeBron Turner's number 6, Mo Quinn with 6, Wade with 5, Strong and Hewitt with 4, Eric Dodge with 4, Benjamin Dexter has 3. Looking strong for the sack leaders. That's it for week 8 here. We still got a few more weeks to go. We are halfway through the regular season, and we still got week 9 coming up next. Is Berlin versus London, and the Claymores versus the Galaxy, Admirals versus Fire. That should be our game of the week. And Barcelona versus Hamburg, with Cologne finally getting a bye week. So let's see if the Admirals can come back and get 7-1. Well, guys, we'll see you on the next one, and thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week.